Hi, it's Mr. Robinson again with this week's writing task. Welcome to my house. This is my house by virtue of the fact that I drew it. This is my best ever drawing. I've labelled some parts of it. I've labelled the chimney and the roof and a tree and the windows and a door. This week's writing task is to write a poem using personification. Now, personification is where we give human characteristics to something that clearly isn't human. Let me show you how I've done it in stages. So, on one sheet I've listed out, so I've given a title, a crooked house. It could be a haunted house, an ancient house, an evil house, any type of house. I've listed out the parts of the house there on the left hand side. And all I'm going to do is personify each of those things. I'm going to give each of those things some human characteristics, and that's going to generate a poem. Let's have a look. I've also used some adjectives. Cracked is an adjective to describe the windows. Soot-filled describes the chimney, so it's not quite as straightforward as I described. Anyway, the cracked windows stare vacantly into the distance. So windows can't stare. That's what personification is, that we've given the windows human characteristics. The door squeals and protests as the wind pulls at its hinges. The soot-filled chimney coughs up plumes of poisonous smoke. The roof sheds tiles like skin. They clatter and burst on the ground below. The tree gently waves, beckoning the unwary, pulling them close. The house waits and waits. Which is a little bit spooky. So what we've got in there, we've got personification. They're the bits that are underlined. We've got some description, and it doesn't have to be a short sentence. The roof sheds tiles like skin, but then you can add a little bit more. To give it some impact. They clatter and burst on the ground below. You can add another sentence. That's your task. List out a few parts of the house. Try to personify them. Try to think of things that humans do that you could apply to those parts of the house. Make it spooky, make it happy, make it exciting, whatever type of house you want. Give it a title. Mine was called The Crooked House. Your job is to come up with a poem, and then perhaps behind the poem on your sheet of paper you could draw a great picture. But I mean, obviously you won't draw a picture that's better than my house because, well, that's just artistic genius. But anyway, good luck, and as always, post your finished pictures and poems on Dojo or send them to me. I'd love to see them. Okay, ready? Go!